Welcome, everybody, to My Dumb Friends. I'm Dan St. Germain. My co-host or lovable sidekick, Sean Donnelly, is in New York.
I'm not your lovable sidekick. You know what I realized is that you said that on the first episode.
I know, it drives you
This
nuts.
is the thing. You have such an ego. You can't even take that this is a co-host situation.
I don't have an ego. I say
you don't have an ego? Are you out of your mind?
No, I don't have an ego. I'm very humble.
You guys are each the sidekick to each other, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're the sidekick.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a bigger host, and then we'll both be the sidekick. or a big host. I would say bigger. Ladies and gentlemen, she's one of my favorite comics. She's a writer on Conan, and she's been on a lot of shit. Laurie Kilmartin, everybody.
Hey!
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for...
Taking
you
your
tricked
Sunday.
me into this. You tricked me.
I don't think I did.
You
did.
Because you
What did
go,
I say?
hey, you doing anything on Sunday the 28th? And of course, I think it's a spot. So without pursuing any details, I go, no, I'm wide open. And you go, oh, great. Do you want to do my podcast? And then I turn my phone off. And somehow you kept pursuing.
I think I said one.
I've been
you said no.
I've
you
been
told
angry
me,
for weeks.
You said I said you want to do my podcast, and you said fuck you, and I
yeah,
said I'll
something
take
like
that as a yes.
Laurie,
And then I just got a time.
It could have been a date.
It could have been a date. It could have been way worse.
And you also would have been weighing in via
What
New
would
York
have been
on a
worse?
date.
Me asking you to.
Yeah.
Okay, what out of these three? What would have been worse? A date with me, a web series shoot, or this podcast?
Web series.
Out of those three, that's
For
the
sure,
worst.
because
Web series is the worst.
I just did a web series, and to me, that's still a casual thing. And then I got emails, multiple emails
From the
about the call sheet, and I'm looking at like all the actors and their scene numbers, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is a web series. I don't want to be in it anymore.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it kind of it makes you not want to do it, right?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you
Any
get
sign
there.
of professionalism makes me want to walk away.
But Nate Fernald said this is like, can you be in my web series? Is the new, can you help me move? 'Cause every once in a while, it'd be really
do my
good.
podcast? Is that the new? Can you drive me to the airport?
Yeah, that's the new drive by. Yeah. Can you drive here to the airport? Although I had the most fun. I did a pro wrestling podcast a week ago. I had way more fun with that than our podcast.
Well, of course you did. You hate this podcast.
I don't. I like this podcast. Why do you think I keep going?
Laurie, he constantly
It's not like
shits
America
all over
wants
podcast.
this podcast every week. It's like we both do it because we like it.
That's true.
Sean, where are you? Like, are you in a studio or are you at your house right now?
I'm on my computer at home. I have like a desktop.
He's in a
see,
sensory
that's-
deprivation chamber.
That's sweet.
Surrounded by French fries.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm on the set of a David Blaine special.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. It makes sense.
Reaching.
That's an interesting reference.
Shut up,
and I
Dan. Don't say
appreciate
reaching.
it.
That wasn't that bad. Fuck you.
You guys do have a magic that can't be denied. I mean, it's no wonder you
a very
keep doing
black
this
magic.
podcast.
It's a magic thing. Yeah, we're Nicholas and May of podcasts.
Or
jeez.
Nichols and May. But
Or Nicholas. Oh, is that I said Nicholas?
Comedy
I'm
historian.
an idiot. I just fucked it up. I
Nicolas
just
Cage
fucked it
and
up.
Ralphie
Nicolas
May have a
Cage and
podcast.
Ralphie-
Yeah. The thing is this: Dan will call you out for every joke you make, but you guys want to be called out for any joke he does.
I just took it, Sean. I just took it.
You did take it.
You
I did take it. Jesus. I have to give Laurie shit now because I was talking to her about this. Like, Sean's done Conan. Laurie's done Conan. Well, she writes for Conan.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think the first time I did it, it was like one of those things where, people come down and it was you, Jesse Pop, and Josh Comers came down at the same time.
Yeah, to say hi. Yeah.
And it was like the most miserable line of comedian writers. Like, it made it worse that you guys came.
No, are you
guys
serious?
came down. Literally, you had the same posture. You held your arms and back like you were at a military funeral, and looking down. Like, and I'm like, what are they even doing here? This is a night. None of you made eye contact with me. You're like, hi. And I'm like sitting there nervous. And when somebody's nervous, you have to be the one to say hi. But
Right.
you guys just look like somebody had told you to, like Jeff Ross told you to come
No,
down
he doesn't
and
do
just
that
say
at
it
all.
was really crazy.
Oh my God! I hope we're not always. I mean, we wanted
No.
to make you feel weird, but we normally want to just say hi and welcome to people
It
that
was
we know.
crazy.
You know. Oh my!
No, it's all in Dan's head. He thinks everybody has that posture all the time.
I guess I do.
No, I don't know. Why? What do you mean? They were just like they came down to
No,
say
it was
hello,
just-
and you're like,
I know what
comedy
you're
writers,
talking
man.
about, but it's
just
the thing.
we're all miserable people.
We are, and we're very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think it's partially like we wish we were doing the show. You know,
Have you done the
like,
show or no?
You're reminded that
Have you
you're a
done
writer.
stand-up?
Yeah,
Got
I
it,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's always like, oh, every time a comic is doing Conan, they look like a comic to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a writer.
Yeah, but you're gonna be miserable no matter what. Like if you're
I know.
If you're a comic, you're like, oh, I want something stable. And if
Totally, I would be. I seek the misery for that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if I were a comic and the writers came in, I'd be like, these guys are fucking writers.
Yeah. This is, I'm not
Yeah.
good enough to write on the show.
Yeah.
paycheck,
Yeah, exactly. No,
no
I-
road for a while.
well, you know, this is funny. Like, I don't know. Have I told this on the podcast, Sean, why it took me a while to do the second Conan? Did I ever tell that?
I don't
Like,
think so.
Well, I had JP wanted me on, but he's like, well, there's a problem. And I'm like, what's the problem? After the first one, I thought I had a pretty good
You gotta
set.
wipe the corner of your mouth first.
No, I mean, he just goes, it was really funny because he goes, he's like, well, some of the producers have said that during your set, you moved too much. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's not true. And then I watched the first set and I literally go from
you-
where
you
I'm
run around
supposed
the
to
stage.
stand up. I went to in front of like Andy Richter. Like I went so far the other. It was like I was on a rotating restaurant.
And too bad. Unfortunately,
it's-
our cameras don't swivel, so we were unable to accommodate you.
So yeah, there's
so
just
what?
space.
Just fucking move the
There's just a
camera.
microphone in the middle. But it did look
4-year-old would've
ridiculous.
moved
He was
less on that
completely
stage.
right. I looked
I like
ridiculous.
the imagery of all the producers running it and having. Wait a minute, he moved too much.
Because it's weird when they call, well, there's a problem with your set. You think it's a bit, and it's like you just.
Yeah.
So I literally had to make another tape where I just held the microphone and didn't move to prove that I didn't move all the time. It was. I mean, it was so bad. It was. I guess it was such like it was known. Look, that I went. When I came back, I'm like, I said to everybody in the production, I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I moved too much," and everyone laughed. So I was like, "Jesus, this was like a conversation."
You must have flipped out the booth.
Yeah, I must have.
Where's he going? Where's he
Where's
going?
he going?
He's
Yeah, it
walking
was.
off.
But they were right.
Because
They were right.
Because they like put weights in your shoes or something weird, or they had you
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
corrective footwear.
Anyway, but you've been good, right?
Yeah,
Every time I see you,
sure.
you're funny.
Well, thank you.
You are.
You
You're
too.
very funny.
There's an easier way to say that. You're funny. That's no.
Yeah.
But he's always hoping the next time I'll
Yeah, the
disappoint
next time you
him.
might not be funny.
Please let her bomb.
Every time I've seen you, you're funny, but I'm probably gonna see you a lot more times.
And it angers me.
It angers.
It just pisses me off. And you don't seem to move a lot on the stage. How do you do that?
But you also, I'd see you as someone with their shit together, and not just because you're like you got a kid and everything.
Mhm.
Is that true?
I don't know. Maybe. A little bit, I guess.
I feel the same way when I think about you.
What did I
Really?
say the last time I talked to you? You were like you couldn't date a guy because he had like a voice box or something.
Wait, a voice box.
Wait, what was it?
Wait,
He had,
what?
like a gravelly voice.
This guy that snored? Oh, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
That guy was a heavy smoker.
Yeah, you
And
couldn't
we
deal
got
with
along
that.
really well, but I picked, like on the first phone call, I'm like, oh.
You can't do this.
Now when someone's 55, that means they're like 10 years from death if they're a heavy smoker.
You can't
Yeah.
invest in
No,
Like
I don't. I
pass the
just
deck kind of
buried somebody from, like, I don't want to,
Right.
yeah. I didn't tell him that, but, you know.
That's your opener on a date? I wonder why you're single. Listen, I'm sorry I was late. I just buried my father.
From the same thing you're doing right now.
From the same thing.
But if someone's like 30, maybe they could quit. But if someone's like 55,
Yeah, I
it's
gotta
like
quit. I'm
it's like a
31.
lifelong habit.
It's over.
Yeah.
How's dating now?
I'm not dating.
You're done.
No, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to. My mother moved in with me like 2 weeks
Oof,
ago.
yeah, that is-
So I'm sort of just readjusting.
That is
everything.
like the move equivalent of sweatpants for life. you know?
It
What's-
really is hard
What's the
to
worst?
get a guy over.
Yeah, what's the
So you know
dumb?
what it is? You know what's
What?
interesting about that though? Your
What?
mom moved in with you isn't as bad as you moving in with your mom.
It's true.
That's why. Yeah,
Yeah,
it actually
that's
shows a
true.
lot of stability.
Yeah.
How is that going, by the way?
Well, she's a good grandma, so it's good
Yeah.
for my kid to have somebody else in the house.
Right.
But it's I did have a talk with her about it. I need my space on the weekends, which I don't want to talk to her at all. Like I just need to decompress.
Yeah.
I need my space, and by that I mean don't talk to me for 48 hours.
basically, yes, that's almost exactly it. And so
Yeah.
she was in her bedroom almost all day yesterday, and it was she has a TV in there, and she just is binge watching So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And then she came out in her
You
little
give,
slippers.
You give
and her-
both your son and your mom an iPad at dinner.
no one look mommy in the eye.
Nobody look mommy in the eye.
What is she binge
Basically.
watching? The Good Wife or something? What is she?
She was doing Mozart in the Jungle.
Wow, she's a hip mom.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I haven't even watched
High
that.
class lady, huh?
I haven't even watched that.
I haven't watched it
it's
either,
good.
but it won Golden Globes, didn't it?
Yeah, it won a whole bunch. It's really good.
Yeah, so you just keep her in the room, you just lock her up?
Yeah, it is a version of The Room, the Oscar nominated.
With your mom.
She's not allowed to
Just-
leave.
Go to Laurie's house.
You-
She's like, "Can I get dinner today?" Like,
She's
shut
got
up, Ma.
Whoops, sorry.
She's got like a tube. She just shoots food into the room.
That would be ideal. But
Did
she
you guys
walks-
get along growing up or no?
No, it's classic mother-daughter shit. But I have a garage that I totally tricked out, so that's where I go, and it's down like you have
Pimp
to.
my garage.
Pardon me?
I said pimp my garage. Sorry, I was just
Yeah.
Well,
But I kind of
what's
did.
your version of tricking it out?
It's all drywalled, like,
Uh-huh.
and I've got a little
Wait,
couch
is that
in
a
there.
good drywall? There's all
Well, like
That's
white
walls.
drywall,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
it looks like a
Doesn't
regular
know, like,
room.
what
right,
walls-
right.
Yeah, and he doesn't know what walls are. He lives on the street.
Well, I mean, nobody thinks a
Drywall.
drywall is a nice wall, Lori. Nobody thinks of like.
Well,
Just because your walls are wet, that's not the same thing.
As
What is-
opposed to just studs in a garage and
Yeah.
spiders and
Hey,
insulation.
whenever I'm in a
yes.
garage, there's a stud in the garage.
It's like,
Lori.
"Ooh, there's no drywall in that barn I live in."
So, do you have cars in there or no?
No, I don't have a car in there. I put some flooring in there and
Yeah.
and then French doors.
So, what
that
do you
lead-
do out there? Do you just like smoke pot or what?
Well, my version of smoking pot is doing my artist way pages.
What are your artists? What's the artist way?
You ever heard of the artist way?
I've heard of that.
Oh, is
yeah.
that where they tell you how to draw something?
No, you,
Oh.
Wait, no, wait, I don't know what the
God.
artist way is. Aaron, don't give me that look.
your guesses are so far off. It's endearing.
What is the artist
Like,
way? I thought that was.
It's this book on how to access your creativity, and they give
Oh,
you a
yeah, I
lot
know
of things
that.
to
Yeah,
do. But the top thing that pretty much everyone remembers about it is you write 3 pages a day of stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
And so when I do it in our little house, one of the two of these, the 9-year-old or the 78-year-old, is just clawing at me, asking for things. So
Yeah.
I go out to the garage, and then I'm by myself.
Is it
Yeah,
nice?
that's perfect.
It's nice for me. Yeah, it's nice-ish. Yeah,
It's nice-ish.
yeah.
At least you have the space to do that. Like
Yeah.
if you're all in an apartment in New York, you would be screwed.
Oh my God.
It's
It-
so
it-
hard
yeah.
to, and I mean, it's so hard when you're like, because I'm trying to write something else when you're on a show, and it's so hard.
Yeah. Oh, it's Oh my
burned
God, that's
out.
impossible.
Yeah.
You don't. I do think your brain can get tired. Like at the end of the day, if it's like a show day, I've written like 40 jokes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I have nothing left. And if I
What's
can
the-
think of one new tag later that night on stage, it's
It's
a
a big
miracle.
win.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the most garbage joke you've ever like pushed to Conan?
Oh my God.
Has there been one where you're just like, oh, what is this? Isn't even a joke.
One that like stuck out in your brain.
They
Like,
don't-
I will never. Do
They
that
don't
again.
stick out, but I write a lot of bad jokes every day.
Yeah.
But it's I don't realize it until later when I reread them.
Yeah.
You just sort of write in a frenzy and try to clean up the grammar and stuff like that, and because you never know what he's going to pick.
Yeah.
After at a certain point, you're like, you eliminate some things he hates, but
Yeah.
after that, you're like, well, maybe that'll work. And then later in the day, I go back and see if I can repurpose anything for myself, and
Yeah,
then I'll
yeah.
be like, oh my God, I showed this to Conan O'Brien. This is so embarrassing. I want to die.
He's probably used to it though, because he's like a writer first. That guy,
Yeah. I
right?
mean, yeah, and we all all of us kind of lob turds every once in a while. So
yeah, you got to
it's not-
turd lob a little bit.
Yeah. You can't
That's actually my nickname in the writers' room.
turd lob.
Turd lobber. Sounds like the worst Batman villain ever.
Turd lobber? That's
Oof.
pretty good.
Your show's really funny though. The pilot was great,
Oh,
and then I just
thanks.
watched another one. It's really
Thanks.
funny.
Yeah, I think I got a couple jokes in this week.
That's cool. Who were the guests this week?
It's Bridget Everett and Jim Jeffries.
Okay.
We got some good ones.
Yeah. I saw the one with Doug Benson and Ron Funches.
Oh yeah, those guys are great.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird to be on a show. Like I have noticed this, like for a show about sex and relationships, I've never been in a writer's room or any room with less sexual tension in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
Yeah, it's so graphic and blatant that nobody's aroused.
There's nobody.
And believe me, he's tried.
No, I sort of got like there is not one iota of attraction between any writers.
Yeah.
Besides this writer's assistant Joe, who's kind of dreamy. Besides that, like it's literally like hanging out with
Joe
your
know
parents.
you have a crush on him?
Everybody has a crush on Joe.
Okay.
Do you think that's because of the subject matter, or just because it just worked out that way?
Well, he's got I think it's a lot of it's the subject matter, and it's just you're writing with someone. You see the work, because all of it's our own personal stories.
Yeah.
So when you when a girl hears about how I got a hand job outside Jersey Mike's, like they're not like, oh man, I wonder what he's like in the bed. They're like, I know, and I'm not a fan.
Good visual.
Yeah, I know, and I am definitely not a fan. So yeah, I mean, I don't think
that makes sense. Then, if you're writing about sex all day, you don't even want to like look at somebody after that.
Yeah. Well, it's different though when you go outside of the writer's room. Then all of a sudden you're like, it's like animated birds come in. You're awoken. You're like, oh my god, people can be attractive.
Yeah.
And then you fuck one of the animated birds.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you gone on any of the remotes? Do you do any of that stuff?
Yeah, I did the porn one. You know, the one where it was like we did in-ear porn.
No,
where we fed porn
I did see
I
that one.
I was the guy on that one.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And I was feeding some wines. And then I'm on a couple new ones coming out, and I was on the one this week. And,
cool. How are the ratings?
The social media stuff's really good.
That's cool.
You know, I mean, ratings are so crazy. It's so weird now. Our social media is good. The podcast numbers are good, and you know, hopefully that.
Isn't that fucking weird? Like, I remember someone was saying that a lot of people don't even know Key and Peele was on Comedy Central because they just saw it.
The YouTube
just thought
stuff.
It was yeah.
I mean, I think Schumer was the same way.
Even Schumer, wow. So Comedy Central's just sort of turned into a.
There was also a thing about how people they polled a bunch of people that were under the age of 19.
Yeah.
And more of them knew whoever this YouTube or this Vine guy was more than who Tom Hanks was.
Wow.
We're gonna be done.
I forget, like a PewDiePie, whatever PewDiePie is. That guy,
he was
like,
just on
PewDiePie.
Conan. Yeah.
Who is that?
He's the Swedish guy that I think
on South Park. Was he the South Park? The one on South
I
Park?
don't know. I didn't see it.
No,
okay,
maybe they did a show about him.
Yeah. I think he was on at the end of it.
He was. He does these videos where he sort of plays. I think he plays video games and he just talks over it. Yeah, my kid watches them not him necessarily, but those kind of videos all the time. It's such a strange way to become a superstar.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Jared Freed opened up for one of these guys. At,
oh my god,
Live or whatever it was.
At where?
At, like Levity Live up in by the Palisades.
Oh,
and,
oh my god, that sounds like the most Guido-y bro show I've ever.
And what happened?
Yeah. But Jared opened up for this guy. Jared did 15 minutes. They come out and they do a personal appearance. They do 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
And they go nuts. And then as a joke, it was an audience. It was like packed with 14-year-old girls. And before Jared brings them out, he goes, "I'm sorry, this guy, whatever the guy's name, I forget the guy's name." He goes, he couldn't make it tonight, or make it today because it was in the daytime. And all the dads that were with the girls, they started kind of laughing because they knew he was kidding. But then he said one little girl looks right in his face and goes, "Get off the stage!"
No, but wouldn't it be? What if they turned comedy around and turned it into where you could do 20 minutes to headline?
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Could you imagine? You would write so much new stuff.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, it would be so great.
That would be great.
When you go on the road and somebody's like, "Yeah, you can do an hour," you're like, 45. 45 is great. 40's the magic number.
I know.
40's the one you're like, thank you.
Yeah. No, I like when I do road stuff, you know, like I'll go like do laughs in Tucson or a place where you can, it's kind of dirty, but you can kind of just make sure you can do 45 minutes still. You know? But it's so, I don't know. I'm like, oh, I'm doing these jokes again. I'm reminded by how much road
I'm
stuff
trying
I
to get
have.
like at least, I'm like almost at the point where I have new material almost an hour from my half hour 3 years ago. But
That's amazing.
almost. Nah,
That's great.
probably like 40 minutes. But like a lot of that was on my album, and I did some of it on Conan. But hopefully, I have enough that like I can do.
The good thing
something
about
in the
you,
fall.
Laurie, doing those road gigs is that if you're writing for the show, you can kind of use those road gigs to write new stuff while you're there, right?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's
You still have to kill.
Yeah,
You still have to
That's
kill, but you can always go back to the A, but you can throw new stuff in between.
sure I do, but I'll do that in LA. So like I was just telling, I when I was in New York, I did like 16 spots in a weekend. Or in 4 days or something.
Wow.
But by the end of it, I was, I wish I had done like 15 3-minute sets. Because I you know, you do the stuff you want to work on, and then you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Here's a few, I'll just do this stuff because it
here's
works.
a few ringers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
miss New York every day. Do you miss New York?
Yes, and when you go back, it's like this place is perfect.
It really is. When you're visiting, it's way better than living there.
That's true. I do
It's
remember
place,
getting.
but it's a shitty quality of living.
I remember getting really burnt out.
But when you move, when you come back here, I mean, people here are such garbage.
Garbage.
They really are. There's some garbage people out here.
What do you mean, like comics or bookers
No, not
or
comics.
just
Not
everyone?
even anyone in comedy.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about just the city in general.
Yeah.
There's so many people here.
But you live in a place without walls, so your point of view is a little skewed.
I have a couple walls.
Emotional.
What do you think is the dumbest move you've ever put on stage where you're like, I'm gonna try this out?
Oh my God, my road closer for many years was me pretending to be a penis and trying to talk the girl out of using a condom. And I did, and I did a little.
Funny.
I did a little. Yeah, it was, but it was also embarrassing.
Why was it embarrassing?
As I felt like I matured as a comic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, like it worked and it was clever-ish, but it was such a dick joke that I'm like stuttering when I think about it. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah.
Jay Ogerson was on our podcast, and he said his closer when he first started was he would just get naked on stage, show how fat he was.
Oh my God,
It was just so pathetic.
It's interesting though. That guy is so comfortable on stage.
He's so funny.
That I wonder if that was part of him
getting there.
Jumping comfortable. Yeah.
Not intentionally, but maybe getting comfortable with his body and shutting up the part of him that's like, oh, I'm fat or something, and just going, I fucking own this stage and this is my body. Because he's almost he is the stage in a way. It's like you don't feel like he's visiting and
that
doing
is the most complimentary fat joke I've ever heard.
He's not even fat anymore. Right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's paying to see him in Magic
Dan
Mike.
couldn't even give him that.
No, I mean I love Jay. I can't wait to see his new special.
He's fine, whatever.
One of the funniest guy. But as far as weight, I mean he's better than he was. But I don't think Jay's not going to call himself a fucking hunk. His headphones are on.
His headphones are on. He's okay.
I see now. Imagine because you have a kid and you have like a full-time job. That like you have to be more selective with who you go out with.
Totally, yeah.
Like how many tests do they have to pass?
I haven't gotten past a date in a long time.
It's not like when you're like you're not married or
if
not.
You swipe right. Is that the test? If you swipe right.
He has
to be at least 6'3". That's my son's request, not mine.
Yeah, if you don't have a kid, but I'm just saying, if you don't have a kid, you can have a lot more. Like, I'll try this guy out.
Totally irresponsible. I live with people. I live with guys because I'm like, what? Give it a shot. It sounds
you
fun.
did that. What do you think is the
too.
worst? What do you think is the most ridiculous like move-in situation you've been where you were like, I'll just try this out?
Okay, it's his padre, but it was.
It's just.
It was.
Her son is on the couch, by the way.
He was.
You had no filter. You're like, oh, his dad.
Does he have headphones on or something?
Yeah, of course.
He does, and he's playing Minecraft. He wouldn't know if he was on fire right now. He wouldn't realize it.
Yeah. So do you regret being a mom? How about this?
Her son is literally right next to us as we do this podcast, and he's like, "Yeah, his dad, without a doubt."
Okay, so I'm working in San Antonio.
Yeah. Oh, at what
At
club?
River Center.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the feature is a local guy.
Yeah.
And we hit it off for the weekend. And at the end of the weekend, this is Thanksgiving week. So at the end, I go, why don't you move to New York? You could live with me.
And this is his dad.
Yeah. And
his dad's a feature. I didn't know that.
Oh, I did not expect that story.
So, because I was like, yeah, and then it,
Yeah.
he did about a month later, and as I realize I'm starting the story, I realize there's a lot of details I can't give right now.
But
I would say that was my thing of, hey, what's the worst that could go wrong?
How long before it went sour?
I would say days, but because he had moved from Texas to New York, it was like a huge move. You're like, oh, we really got to give this a try.
You have a kid together. That's the ultimate give it a try.
It is. It is. I really.
Well, the kid worked out.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, after like a couple days, you're like, this is.
Yeah.
Was there one thing you can tell us that was like, I know that this is not going anywhere?
I think the person
Sean left, by the way. She proves how much of a good co-host he is.
Listen, when I moved to New York, I was like, this place is amazing. Like it activated every cell in my body, right? And so I assume everyone else would feel that way, especially a comic. And that feeling wasn't shared. And then when someone moves to New York and they don't like New York, they're going to be unhappy.
Oh yeah.
Become miserable. Yeah.
Oh, you're back. What were you doing in there?
I just put my phone on the charger for a second. I can hear what you said.
Did you get like a raisinette stuck in your belly button? I don't know what that was.
My kid just said, I heard you. Pardon? Okay.
What did he say?
Do you want to go sit outside? No. Okay.
Oh my God! Just to give you an update, her son did hear everything that he was talking about, and just called her up and said, "I heard the fire line. I want to hear all the bad stuff you're talking about." Oh my God! Can we Skype in a child therapist?
Is this, how you're supposed to talk about dumb things you've done in your past?
I think that just happened.
Is this a live dumb thing that you've actually captured in a podcast?
Insane.
This might be the dumbest thing.
Does he want to do the show? Does he want to come on? He's welcome to come on.
As a guest, can talk about his dumb mom.
We could ask what's the dumbest thing his mom's ever done. You probably don't want to do that. But
I'll keep him off.
Yeah, you're gonna keep him off. That was great. You do have that joke about throwing him into the pool.
He's heard that.
He's heard that one.
Yeah.
He's fine with that one.
Yeah, he knows all my acts.
This is a smart kid right here.
You mean Dan?
Yeah, I guess I'm not a man, but I'm not a boy, but I'm not yet a man.
That is a very accurate. Is that a Britney Spears
Yes,
lyric?
I'm not a girl,
about
not
you,
yet a woman.
That's right.
I'm not like an adult yet.
No.
Dan just talks in country music lyrics all the time.
Today's Randy Travis Day.
Yeah, I'm not a boy, I'm not yet a man. Finish that? That's another one he said. Are you going to finish that?
Are you guys allowed to talk to the guests at all, or do you just stay upstairs?
We usually don't talk to the guests. We're usually working the whole time. But
has
I did
anyone
ask,
been a nightmare down there?
I wouldn't be able to say.
But that's a yes.
Yes, but I was able to meet Carol Burnett. I did request.
Oh, that's awesome!
Wow, was that cool?
That was awesome. Here's my request. I met Carol Burnett, Chrissy Hind, and
Chrissy Hind
from The Pretenders.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
I was thinking about that. Who's that other Hind? Jessica Hind, like porn star from like the 90s.
Oh yeah, I would love to.
Yeah,
definitely. She would be a high quality Conan guest, and I would definitely ask to meet her.
Conan, he loves putting porno stars on that show.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, that's cool. You picked a good three.
Yeah, the nicest.
How's Elizabeth Warren?
The coolest.
Does she get drunk before her parents?
Yeah, she's completely inebriated. No, she's so nice and down to earth and not politician-y,
Yeah.
And her granddaughter was there, and she was really cool.
We got in a political discussion before this.
You did?
This podcast. It's really we're so bad at it in this pod. It is like if
we're not that bad
if Crossfire took place in like a Down syndrome foundation. It is.
So you're not as informed as one would think. Is that what you're telling me, Dan?
Yeah. People think I'm a Nobel laureate when they first meet me. Laurie's
When
gonna...
Dan starts talking about politics, they just think he's another Unabomber. Like, somebody's gonna get a letter.
You do have early Kaczynski.
I just got a haircut yesterday. This is me, like...
Which hair did they cut?
I went to Floyd's barbershop in Venice.
Floyd's? What is this, Mayberry?
No, there's a chain. It's a chain in
It's
LA.
an annoying, like, pseudo-hip chain.
They do a good
I feel
job.
like they deliberately...
Dan's getting defensive about his barber.
Yes. I think they deliberately picked the name Floyd because it's sort of...
Like unhip.
It's kind of
Floyd is
Brooklyn
the barber
alt.
from Mayberry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's probably why.
I don't think there's an actual
Are
Floyd.
you 80 years
associated.
old, Sean? Your
Hold on.
references are like so like you would be so happy in like Branson, Missouri.
I'm bringing it up. Look, Floyd the barber. I'm bringing it up right now.
No
Do
one
you
cares.
think you could were guaranteed a massive amount of income and you had to do like 6 shows a day and had to be squeaky clean for a Branson audience?
I couldn't do it. First off,
If someone could write
You do 6 shows a day.
I think Yakov did that many, a huge amount, but they're really short shows. Say if it's just like 3 shows a night, 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
And you say the words you're given, and you have a brand.
How much money am I getting paid?
This is
Make,
Branson money, man.
Branson money.
That will allow you to
We're
live
talking
in Missouri.
$60,000-$70,000 a year.
Hundreds, say $500,000 a year.
Would you do it?
$500,000.
I couldn't. I wouldn't want to live in Missouri. You couldn't leave because it's like 6 or 7 days a week. It's like Vegas, but it's not even in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Kansas
It's like
City.
squeaky clean Edinburgh. That's what it's like. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
No, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
Although I'd probably be a fox out there.
You would.
That would be like I'm like a Branson,
You
Missouri
could be
10.
the Paul Bunyan. If you change your name to Paul Bunyan, and then you did like a lumberjack.
Like these aren't
30
man.
minutes lumberjack in
you
Branson.
could do a change your name to Paul Bunyan's, and then your whole bit is about your feet hurting all the time.
Bunions.
I don't know why that made me laugh
Paul
so hard.
Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan.
So stupid.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, but it would work in Branson,
It
Missouri.
would work. Paul Bunyan? Oh.
And your opening act, Sarah Cankles.
Oh, but yeah, my blue ox is just the name of my orthopedic shoes. Get my blue boxes on. I think we've hit the Paul Bunyan train enough now.
I think every possible reference was Blue Ox.
Yeah,
only.
yeah, exactly. Blue Ox, we got it. Knocked it out of the park on that.
Well, I know. What's his name was there for a long time? Bob Nelson.
I don't know
No,
who that
really? That guy was
the guy who
such a
said-
dick to me.
Who's Bob Nelson?
Nelson.
Nelson.
He had he was big in like the 80s.
Yeah.
He was like on his way to being famous, and then something happened.
He was part of a comedy trio with Eddie Murphy, right?
Really?
Oh, was he really?
He had some very thin tie, like Eddie on the way up bumped into him or something, but they were linked for a little bit.
Wow. Yeah, he was super funny back in the day, but now I'm Facebook friends with him now, and he's just like a super right wing nut job.
Yeah, he is.
He was a dick to you?
Yeah, I worked with him. I was featuring at the and he was headlining at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I think you know about my closer I just told you about where I impersonated a
You're
penis.
amazing dick.
By the way, squeaky clean bit. Don't swear
Really?
in it at all.
Really?
Yes, but it is a penis that ejaculates.
You're
But
saying
I
this
don't
like I'm going
swear.
to book you for something. Besides another really inconvenient
saying you could
Sunday
do that bit-
podcast.
That's right. So he never talked to me or looked me in the eye, and he would apologize for my act to his audience because he's super
Oh my
Christian.
God.
And I'm not even that filthy, especially back then. I wasn't. I think I might have had
Al-
one
Al-
abortion joke though. Now that I think about it, that he probably but the crowd liked it, and the crowd was like, "What?" But he started every show like that, and then on the Sunday show, or the last show, maybe it was Saturday night, but I think it was Sunday. He apologized through his friend. He said it was. He said, Bob said to tell you he's sorry about the way he acted this week."
Oh wow,
That's
Yeah,
weird.
horrible guy.
Horrible guy.
I hope he ends up in Branson, Missouri.
that's
I think he's
inner
there,
conflict.
right?
That's what that is.
Oh my God, it came true. My dream came true.
Not what did you say here?
I said that's.
He's no longer in Branson. He is
No, he's back in New
retreated
York. I
to,
think he's in
yeah.
Long Island. I think
Long Island, yeah, Coram, New York.
he's from Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island. What a shithole. Sorry, Sean.
It is a shithole, but what are you gonna do? But that's inner conflict. If he's doing that the whole weekend and then apologizing it by proxy at the end of the weekend,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
that
definitely.
means that there's an inner battle that's going on there.
Yeah. Between the devil and his soul.
The devil and then a smaller devil. The devil and a not as bad devil. Yeah, I mean, you meet these guys when you're, especially when you're featuring them, you're just like, I only had a couple where I was like, you know what, this guy sucks.
Yeah, and you're like, this isn't how I want to get old in this business.
No,
Well,
it's
a
it
cautionary
sucks.
tale. Is what it is.
Yeah, a lot of cautionary tales.
I will say when you do like have a staff job, stand up becomes a lot more fun because you're like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm already making my money.
Yeah.
You know,
It
Well,
feels
that's
like
what I'm saying.
it's like
That's
play
what I
money
mean.
for
Like,
sure.
It's come secondary
Yeah.
almost for a while.
Yeah.
it's good being on a good show where you can be like, yeah, you can check it out rather because I've been on.
Oh, where you were embarrassed.
I've been on some shows where I'm like, they're like, what are you working for? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Well, do you mean when you played Ref Jeff on the Electric Company?
I was brilliant in that.
What?
That was that was my first credit. Was I was
an
Ref
acting
Jeff
gig.
on a children's show.
Really? Were you?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 26.
Oh, I thought you were a kid.
No, I was 26 and I was like really sweaty, and
He
the
was an
kids were
adult.
really mean to me.
And now you're 27.
Now I'm
Sweaty.
31. No, I'm 20. I was 25
How old were
then.
you for real? That you were how old when you did that?
I was 25, I think.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know the Electric Company was still taping new episodes.
It's not anymore.
No.
I really ran that thing into the ground with my one guest starring episode.
That was part of the reboot.
Well, they gave me, I'm such a moron as far as learning lines. They gave me the script like 3 days beforehand, and it was all like math formulas. So it was all like, Laurie is like just yawning throughout this whole podcast.
No,
Like,
I
I'm
always
talking about my
yawn.
shitty acting career.
I'm always tired. I always yawn. I always yawn. I was
Nightmare.
yawning last night at night. I yawn during the day. It's just also sitting.
It's just
makes
what
me
you
yawn.
do?
Yeah. I have a standing desk at work, so I don't sit
Really?
this long.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You have a standing desk?
With a treadmill underneath it.
No,
yeah.
you don't.
Next time you do the show, come to my office. I'll show you.
You have a treadmill?
I have an IKEA bar table, which is like 45 inches tall, and then underneath it I put a
That
treadmill.
must be the craziest thing to watch. If you're anyone else in that office, I guess it's your own. You have your own office, right?
Yeah.
So luckily, no one's seeing you like getting on a treadmill.
It's you walk so slow that it's some.
How do you write at the?
I don't. I read in the morning when I'm reading for premises. That's when I do it. And then when I'm writing, you can actually. It's hard to
So
write.
you
while
stop?
you're
Do you
walking.
stand or for writing?
I'll
too?
stand. Yeah, I'll
Wow,
kind
that's-
of vary it up,
that's-
and I also sit too. I have a high chair where I sit on, but
I feel
try
like
to-
Josh Cumbers just lays down while he writes. He does the opposite.
He's just he just says his jokes to his therapist.
I
and
lay
she
down a
writes
lot of
them
times.
He's gone now. He moved.
Where's he now?
he-
He's moving to New York.
Yeah, he. I guess I saw
What
on
job does he have now? over
Tonight Show. He's on Fallon now.
there? Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Oh wow. I guess
Yeah.
he wanted to get out of LA or
yeah.
something.
Because he has a baby and he has family on the East Coast. And he wanted his baby to be near family.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and his wife is Australian, so she doesn't have family here or there. So, I guess.
She just does
I
whatever he
saw
wants.
his post on Facebook.
Well, I think it was still tough to move because she had friends here and stuff. But yeah,
Right.
You want, I guess, when you have the kid as a baby, you want them to be near grandparents. And all
So
that kind of stuff.
so it's just you and who else is on monologue there?
It's me, Brian Kiley, Rob Kuttner, and we just hired Leah Krinsky. Do you know Leah?
No.
She's a comic, and she used to do stand up, and she was on Dennis Miller and Bill Maher. So she's really
Oh,
funny.
nice. Great.
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool.
Well, wow, we both ran out of steam on that one, Sean.
That's how comfortable this podcast is. We're just having a conversation.
What have you gone on what's it called? Oh my god, I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying this. But
We've been talking for
what?
a while.
I have been talking for a while. But have you gone on one of these like Tinder dates and like 10 minutes in you're like this is have you had one where you're like, wow, this is not who
not
I
a
thought?
Tinder date. It was I'm not on Tinder. I feel like I'm too old to be on Tinder. I think
I don't know
Tinder
about
is
that.
I don't know.
So Wilfred Brimley on there the other day.
I'm hot for that guy.
Yeah.
I gotta get on. I had no idea.
LibertyMedicalSwipe.org.
He only dates girls with diabetes.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
That's how he says it on the commercials. You or a loved one have
Let me see them diabetes.
I don't know. I'm a cord cutter, guys. I haven't seen commercials in years, but there was a guy I had a coffee with, and I sat down, and I was like, "Oh, I don't feel safe with this guy." Like,
Why? What was he?
He was really tall.
Was that time we got coffee? Or
No. I could escape from you.
That's actually what's on my Tinder profile. Don't worry, ladies. I'm easy to escape from.
Walking desk. She has way more stamina than you, Dan.
That's right. I could walk away from you.
Oh, you guys.
He was so tall. This dude was really tall, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I don't feel safe. I gotta go.
And that was it? He was just tall?
Yeah.
There was nothing like he wasn't talking about his
Well, he had a
taxidermy?
gun.
Like
also,
almost, almost 7 feet tall. So it was
Really?
too tall for me. Yeah.
Did he have like a deep voice that like those mongoloids have when they're really tough?
I don't remember.
Hello, Laurie. How
Did you
are
say
you?
Mongoloid?
Yeah, I
Do
said
you-
mongoloid.
Do you think like really tall guys should like the NBA? They always hook up with like little 5 foot. Like it's almost like they.
No, some of them. Shaq's wife was a monster, right? She was.
I don't remember.
She,
Was she?
she ate eucalyptus off trees.
That's very bear-like.
Yeah, very bear-like. No,
Irish.
I think some of them are taller, but I think
Mhm.
those guys just fuck everything.
Yeah,
You know?
they're just. Yeah.
So when this
I don't
guy
have
showed
a-
up, you just got a bad vibe from him. You were like, "That's you kind of have to have that as a woman." I think going out, you have to have like a sixth sense, like this
Yeah.
isn't good.
Yeah.
Let me get out of here.
Yeah. I didn't want to. So we made another date, which I agreed to just so to get out of this one. And I texted him and said, "I don't think so."
Yeah, I've had some rough ones. I've I say that I've actually in the past 2 weeks I've hooked up with a couple girls, but both of them, it was like I've never had the like I can tell they're fine with not seeing me again. Like I've never had the like why isn't this guy calling me? They're like, yeah, that was fine. There's never been like, oh man, this guy, yeah, I'm nuts about this guy. Like I don't think there's not one girl on planet Earth right now who's like, man, that was the one that got away.
You're like oatmeal, and that you're
Yeah.
satisfying, but there's no need to have
I
you
mean,
again.
on a good day, hopefully. Very off-brand oatmeal. I've definitely gotten worse at sex for sure. Now I'll just go. Now it's like I'll go down on a girl just so I don't have to do the cardio of normal sex. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about.
I just looked. I don't think he even knows what's happening right now. And he's
Yeah,
very.
He just said he knew.
Just figured.
You know what? I'm not going to take any shit because I didn't say I was going to light him on fire or whatever the hell Laurie just said. Fucking Casey Anthony over here. The Casey Anthony of comedy.
That's a great tag.
That's what you should put. You should have T-shirts
Casey.
made up. The Casey Anthony of comedy.
She is actually open to photography.
That's
studio.
what
Did
I
you-
heard. Yeah, she's the new Ansel Adams.
Oh my god.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I actually am attracted to her and Amanda Knox.
Amanda
Yeah,
Knox
Didn't do it. I don't think
is
she did it.
innocent. How did the
Yeah,
girl
she's
die
innocent.
then? Who killed that girl?
They there was a guy that they think was,
Oh, yeah.
black guy. No, I'm just joking. I don't know, but I do think actually now he's black, so now it's just looking at race.
Oh
is a
my
joke.
god, damn.
I support
You
Black
can't
Lives
say
Matter.
black when it's actually a black dude.
I don't know what it is. I think he's foreign though. Oof, this just sounds worse and worse.
Italian though, right? Aren't they? Didn't this all go
Yeah.
down in Italy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyway, there's no way I could.
Casey definitely murdered her daughter.
Yeah, but they're both kind of hot.
Yeah,
Has
Casey's
there ever been
kind
a
of
murderer you're attracted to?
A murderer I'm attracted to? I don't know if he's guilty, but the guy
O.J. Simpson.
well, Mark what an arm on that guy. No, actually,
He's a running
runner,
back.
right?
Yeah, but that sounded very convincing. He was a running back, but very, very convincing.
But he murdered with that arm. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about his football career.
Yeah,
I'm like,
his
he
knife
could
throwing arm.
slash
Yeah,
a
exactly.
throat across. What an arm on that guy. No,
I know what you're gonna say Peterson, right? You gonna say Peterson?
no. He looks like Affleck though, doesn't he? Ben Affleck. that
Scott
guy?
He looks like
Peterson?
Dean Cain. I thought he looks exactly like Dean Cain.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Dean
that's-
Cain
that's-
played him in the.
Okay,
TV
this
movie.
is a long
Dean Cain
time
played him in the
ago.
movie, yeah.
This guy was now that I'm thinking about it, he was played by Mark Harmon in a TV movie, and that might be who I have a crush on. But this guy was an army doctor who was accused of killing his entire family, and he
Oh,
always
yeah.
swore he was innocent.
I think you just saw Summer School, the movie, and you thought that was.
You know who was at my show last night? That guy who first dated Jennifer Aniston. He
Oh,
looks great.
Tate something.
So, yeah.
Donovan.
Tate Donovan.
Tate Donovan. was
Wow.
I
there.
was on a flight with him once.
Nice guy.
I don't know. I didn't. I said, "Hey, what's up?"
I think I can really become friends with a lot of C-list celebrities out of this Kato Kalin thing.
Well,
And
I have a very acute eye for character actors, dude. I saw Catherine Herbe. You know who Catherine Herbe is?
no,
No.
She was she's in Law and Order: Criminal Intent. She was like the daughter in What About Bob? Remember What About Bob, the daughter?
oh yeah, I remember her. Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
her at
Yeah, I know.
JetBlue at JFK.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to her for a couple minutes.
Oh, good story. Really good story. Oh, wait till you hear his Tom Noonan story. It's just as great.
What would you guys talk
He
about?
just goes, "Hey, is that Tom Newman?" And Tom goes, "Hi." Took him like 7 minutes to tell it though.
I opened the door once for Liam Neeson.
Oh man, that guy. There's a picture of him naked, running while
Yeah.
naked. I guess it
Wait,
was in
for
a
what?
film.
Is that how he writes too? Does he get on a treadmill and run naked?
He was in a film where he had to run very quickly to a pool and
Yeah.
it's naked and
Does he look good?
yeah, he looks amazing. It
He
was a
got-
while ago.
He's doing well down
and
there.
He's doing very well down there. He's a tall guy.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Good, it's settled. Of course it does. Has there ever been a time
Let
where
me
you're like,
settle
"Oh,
that
this
one."
isn't, this is not happening"?
No, it's always if it's happening, it's good. You know.
No, but I mean, has there ever been
who
like
am I
a?
to say? I just
like a-
that guy on the couch just exited my womb not many years ago. So maybe I'm blown way out of proportions now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
it's
who am I to judge anyone?
Yeah, now you need like a baby tremor. I don't know. This is.
I really
gross.
hope those headphones are working right now.
Well, I think we've talked in enough. Oh,
Hold on. I think. Hey, are your headphones on? Okay.
yeah, it's just you say, as he's immediately able to hear you.
Wait.
Lori goes, "Your headphones on?" Immediately he goes, "Yes."
Wait, they don't seem like they're on. I don't see them. Let me see your ears. Hey.
My ears are full of snot.
His ears are
Okay.
full of snot.
All right.
That means I can
Okay. All right. Quiet.
Oh my God. But if he's a really good kid, does he get cigarettes after this? Do you get to buy him cigarettes and lotto tickets? Jesus Christ. She just goes, "Shut up." Dear God. This is, you.
No one wants to hear a kid talk on a podcast.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I think we should end on that. Oh my. This is like, if he ever murders you, this podcast is going to be evidence and he's going to get a really short term. Laurie, it's not next week or coming out, but the week after the podcast. Do you have anything to advertise?
So, what weekend is that? What?
It's, here, let me look it up. Let's fill with some stuff while I look this stuff up. So, those are nice shoes. Oof,
Mine?
yeah.
Thanks. I actually have. They. I took-
March 11th.
March
So,
11th.
Yeah, I didn't really care about the shoes.
I didn't either.
March
They had a
11th.
conversation with Catherine Elby
Yeah.
or Irby or whatever.
Whatever that
It's Herbe.
It's Herbe. Are the lights off now, Sean, in there? I don't know what's going on over there.
Oh, what do you mean?
All right.
Can you see me or not?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so
see.
there's some times where you haven't been laughing during funny parts, and I've actually secretly resented you for that.
Okay, can I can I plug the podcast I'm doing with Jackie Cation?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, it's called the Jackie and Laurie Show. Jackie's a great comedian, and
Yeah,
so
she's awesome.
we don't have any guests because I don't want to pull a Dan Germain on somebody.
And
trick
Saint
them
Germain,
into
actually. But thank you for knowing me for years and not knowing
I'm
my
going to
full
call
name.
him Dan.
I
Germain.
didn't
really
know I had to
appreciate
use your
that.
middle name all the time.
It's not a middle name. My middle name is Hensel. It's not Saint.
Pencil.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
You've got so many problems. And it's on iTunes. It's on Nerdist. It's the Jackie and
You
Laurie
got a
show.
Nerdist one? I
Dan,
keep
do you have anything to pop there?
pop. I'm on the show I write for, and then I have another podcast there. It's on Comedy Central's. I think it's on Tuesdays at 10:30 or after Tosh.
It's really
Get on
funny.
the road
And you can,
again.
like I
Thank
watch
you.
it on Comedy Central's app that I watch on Apple TV. So
Yeah,
you
that's
can watch
good.
It there. It's really fun.
Conan is always good.
Yeah,
You
watch
guys, I think
Conan.
it's been way better too in the past couple of years.
Yeah, it feels like it.
It's
yeah.
like I think he's like on that I don't give a fuck. I'm like
Yeah.
a veteran cop with nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Thank you so much, Lori. It's been
Thanks,
a treat.
Dan. Thanks, Sean.
I would consider you a comedy treasure.
Oh my God!
Also,
You're
I'm
calling
on
back something that I don't think he recorded, right?
Aaron, what? No, we didn't record that?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
damn it. Aaron, get your shit together. What do you have to advertise?
Just all things
Also,
comedy.
Dan, you can buy my album. How about that? How about Sean over here in New York City?
What's the
Manual labor face.
title? Manual labor.
That's funny.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
Aaron's
funny.
album. That's my album.
What did
Well, you
O'Connor?
won't say it,
Yeah,
O'Connor,
it's yours. It's a good-
O'Connor
that's a good
said that
name.
shitty. You left the stage and O'Connor went up to Sean and goes, "More like manual labor act." Sean O'Connor's such a bitch.
He got you, Sean.
He got you.
ya.
Zinger!
Such a sassy bitch.
Yeah, he is. He's like he's a mean girl, that guy. Thank you so much. Thanks for
Thanks.
doing this. See you
Okay,
later, guys.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the My Dumb Friends podcast. To keep track of where our hosts will be performing live, go to danstgermain.net and check out his show calendar. He has upcoming dates in and around Los Angeles and across the country, Wisconsin, Washington, Canada, Texas, and so on. So check it out. Sean Donnelly has a website, SeanDonnellyComedy.com. Check out his show's link. He's going to be performing in and around New York City and across the country. From Westport to the Moon Tower Comedy Festival in Austin and beyond. This weekend, your podcast producer, myself, Thomas Attila Lewis, well, I'm helping run the High Mud Comedy Festival in North Adams, Massachusetts. Friday and Saturday, March 11th and 12th. We've got a great lineup of comedians for 2 days of comedy. We've got Sean Patton headlining. We've got Dave Hill doing shows. And we've got Tig Notaro headlining. You can get a festival pass. Go to massmocha.org. And there's also free shows every night in North Adams at various venues. Go to massmocha.org and check out the High Mud Comedy Festival. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week. For other cool comedy podcasts, go to allthingscomedy.com. Yes, we're a part of the All Things Comedy Network. We're one of many great comedy podcasts. That's allthingscomedy.com. Our opening and closing song is called Mary the Boxer by Phil Pickens. You can find out more about Phil at philpickens.com.